That's just a little bit of those who are here, our brave and hardy souls. We're thankful for them to be here. We're also very glad to have everybody online where they're nice and warm and safe. So let's just see if we can't get started. It's been a little bit of a minute since I ran a due diligence committee meeting here, so I'm probably going to be looking at Rita and Sonia a whole bunch of times here. So if you guys will work with me, let's go ahead and get started. Let's call a roll. I think that should begin the games.
Want to do introductions or roll call first?
Let's
call the roll.
Let's call the roll first, and then we'll do introductions.
Emily Schmidt.
Present.
Doug Boone.
Present.
Mark Kittrell.
Here.
Megan McKay. Here. Lisa Shimkat.
Here.
Jenny Steffensmeyer. Melissa Ballard.
Here.
Bobby Benz.
Here.
Pankaj Manga.
Here.
Hank Norum.
Here.
Tom Townsend.
Here.
David Barker. Jay Byers. Rob Denson.
Here, just in time.
Just in time.
Senator Isaiah Knox. Senator Carrie Kelker. Representative Heather Mattson. And Representative Ray Sorensen.
Here.
Yes.
All right, we're in good shape then, and I think we'll probably move slowly enough that we'll probably have some others join here along the way. Good morning. Let's go ahead and start with introductions for the people that are in the room. Megan, you want to begin?
Sure. Megan McKay, Board Member Knoxville.
Hank Norum, Board Member Des Moines.
Molly Lopez, 5 days in as Chief Operating Officer at IEDA.
And just in time. Well played.
Thank you. Rita Grimm, IEDA IFA. Stacey Pullman, IEDA. Katie Raffy, IEDA. Stacey Ballard, IEDA IFA.
Ron Christensen, IEDA.
Jeff Pomeranz, City Manager, Cedar Rapids.
Ted Burke here, Cedar Firehouse 28.
Don Paulins, Area Chamber of Commerce.
Paul Stickrod with EDA.
Emily Hawkins, IEDA. Connie Appleman, IEDA. Lisa Connell, IEDA.
Sonia Bacon, IEDA IFA.
Gary Roberson, IEDA.
Okay. And online, why don't we just go ahead and have the board members just one more time introduce themselves.
Rob Denson, Des Moines Area Community College.
Lisa Shimkat, Board Member Fort Dodge.
Doug Boone,
Emily
Board Member
Schmidt,
Sioux
Board
Center.
Member Clear Lake.
Melissa Ballard, Board Member Albia.
Jenny Steffensmeyer, Board Member Pilot Grove.
Bobby Benz, Board Member Ankeny.
Is that
Tom
cover it all?
Townsend, Board Member Dubuque.
Pankaj Manga, Board Member Cedar Rapids.
There we go. I think that covered everyone for the board, did it? Is there anyone else that would like to introduce themselves? All right, let's go ahead and bring that section to completion. We've got meeting minutes to put in the record. Is there a motion to approve? Have a motion from Megan. Is there a second?
I'll second, Lisa.
Okay, Lisa, thank you very much. I think we're DDC members. I think we might be active in making motions here this morning. So, okay, very good. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 9. Consider that one approved. And we've got an agenda for this morning's meeting. And without putting anybody on the spot, is there a motion to approve?
I would love to make a motion to approve.
We have a motion from Megan. Is there a second?
I'll second it, Lisa.
The tried and true team here. There we go. Any discussion on this matter? Okay, call the question. All in favor, say aye.
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 Vote same sign. Okay, the agenda stands approved. We had introductions earlier. This is the section of the meeting where we call or we provide an opportunity for anyone who would like to address the board. We have 10 minutes reserved for you. If you're online, if you would just raise your hand. I think there's a little icon for you on Teams. If you're here, we welcome the opportunity to step forward. Go. We have a brave soul. Good morning. Introduce yourself.
Thank you very much. Jeff Pomeranz. I'm city manager, the city of Cedar Rapids. I just want to thank the board very, very much for all the assistance that we've received on a variety of projects. And this board and the department has been a real collaborator with us. We have a lot of exciting projects that have occurred, and a number of which are also on the way. So we just thank the board and the state for the collaboration, and we very much appreciate it. On your agenda today is the Google project. We've been working on this project a significant period of time. I personally have been involved in it 5 years plus, and we're very excited. We think it's going to make a real contribution to the city of Cedar Rapids, the region, and the state. So we thank you for your support. We thank Macy for all the work she did with the company, as well as the rest of the team. So just here to say thank you.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you to Cedar Rapids, and we appreciate you making the trip over. Okay.
Hi, Shepard Bick, I'm in for Iowa House 28. Back in 2017, Apple Corporation tried to bribe the city of Waukee $100 million to a 501c3 corporation at Waukee City Hall. In 2019, Tim Cook ended up paying a $1 million bribe. And he didn't pay the IRS bribe tax. That's now being investigated by IRS criminal. We have before us today a $36 million bribe to unjustly enrich the city of Cedar Rapids while not sharing any of that money with the school taxpayer. I attended an AFL-CIO session last night. This deal pretty much seems to be a done deal. Owns aerospace, there's some defense stuff. And the people of Cedar Rapids want their school property tax money. And for offering a $36 million bribe to the city, Google should get zero, because that's what you get when you try to do a bribe. They are ineligible for any economic development relief today. You cannot bribe a municipality not to pay their school property tax. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to address the board? Okay. Thank you very much. We'll close that portion of the meeting. And Katie, I believe we are going to proceed into compliance then.
Just one item for you today. First up, we have the 120-day list. We have one award for which a contract has not been signed within the required timeline, seeking an extension. That is Convergent Energy. The contract is under review. The company is forming a separate entity that they're going to need to amend the contract. And so we've advised them to wait, finalize that process, and then we'll proceed with updating the contract. That will come back to you then likely as an amended award at that point. So right now they are requesting a 90-day extension to allow them some time to get that underway. And I would look for a recommendation to the full board.
Okay, we have one recommendation for a 90-day extension. Is the request? I'll look for a motion and a second first, and then we can open it up and see if there are questions for Katie.
This is Doug. I'll make the motion.
We have a motion
This is
approved.
Jenny, I'll second.
I have a second from Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. Okay, any questions for Katie on this particular one? Okay. Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Few votes. I'm assuming there were more. Let's find out if there are any opposition. Any nay votes? Okay, we'll consider that one passed then as well. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is Doug still there?
Doug,
Hold on a second.
Yeah, I want to make sure we still got a quorum.
I see.
He's not on the.
Yeah,
we go.
for whatever reason, my mic was lock, so sorry, but it's good now.
And make
I
sure we
vote
have.
yes.
Yes.
Proceeding cautiously myself, so don't worry about it. All right, let's go ahead and move into financial assistance applications. And just for a moment, Jenny, this was yours to present originally. Megan is prepared to present it if you don't want to or are not comfortable. How would you like this?
Given my location, I think it would be best if Megan presented, if she would so oblige.
That's just fine. I think she's smiling and looking like she's looking forward to it, Jenny. Thank you. Megan, go ahead.
Right. No problem, Denny. Our first project today is CO2 refrigeration systems. They will be in Marshalltown, Iowa. They are a manufacturer of natural-based refrigerant for commercial and industrial refrigeration systems. It'll be an alternative to Freon and ammonia-based refrigeration. Target market is grocery stores and industrial cold storage and processing plants. They will be establishing U.S. manufacturing with the purchase of an existing 34,000 square foot facility and begin manufacturing shortly after the improvements have been made. The total project is $1.57 million. Building acquisition of $750,000, building remodeling $150,000, and then large bulk in machinery, manufacturing equipment, and computer software hardware. It will create 48 jobs in Marshalltown, which is wonderful. All of those will be incented. The request for benefit would be a $100,000 forgivable loan, tax credits of $73,000 for investment tax credit, and then $4,500 of sales service use tax refund. Is in Marshall County, which is distressed. Marshalltown will provide a grant in the amount of $20,000 as a match, and there are no other. There's a couple of competitors, however, they don't anticipate any impact on these two. And with that, when the time comes, I would move to send this to the full board.
Okay. Macy, anything to add on that? Is the local contingent, is the local match in, or do we have a contingency?
Local match has all been taken, sponsorship has all been taken care of by the city.
Okay, so this one would go through without contingency.
Correct.
Anything else you want to add?
Nope, great project to work with, great company. They're small but mighty, I think. I think we'll see a lot of things, good things to come from over the next 5 years.
And good for Marshalltown, so, okay. Very good. Any discussion, any questions that anybody wants to pose on this particular project? We'll move them all through here in a moment after there's closed session or not. But if there are any open session questions, we can take them now. Okay, good report. Thank you very much for filling in, Megan. All right. Wow, you're right back on deck though, aren't you?
Yeah, our next project is Google LLC. This will be in the city of Cedar Rapids. If you're not familiar, Google's a multinational technology company that focuses on search engine technology, online advertising, software, quantum computing, e-commerce, artificial intelligence, and consumer electronics. Their infrastructure requirements are increasing, and they are looking to put a new project in Cedar Rapids. That would be construction of operations and a data center that powers many internet-related products. It will create 31 jobs, all of which are incented. Total project budget is $576 million, all of which will be handled internally by company financing. This project is a little bit different. It's going under the High Quality Jobs Program, but only for a tax abatement of $56 million on a 20-year sliding scale. And our board needs to approve this so that the city of Cedar Rapids has access to this tax abatement. So really the approval today is just to allow the city of Cedar Rapids to move forward with this, but there's no state dollars going toward it. Anything else I missed on that? It's a little unique. It is a little unique. We've done this on another project for Google here a couple of years ago, just that authorizing that local property tax provision. The city has already taken action on this that has been approved locally. But once we
it'll all be taken care of after today. Yep.
Got it.
Very good.
Just for clarity, then, we are authorizing 56 million in.
We're not authorizing any dollar amount. We are strictly authorizing the use of that local property tax exemption.
Authorizing the use of local property tax dollars. Okay. I see the mayor smiling. Thank you very much. It must be a common understanding that. Okay. Perhaps there's other questions from other members of the DDC committee. This would be a good time to take them up.
Or the board.
Or the board. Certain everyone's familiar with Google and obviously the data centers that they've already got in Council Bluffs. Yes, okay. So no discussion further on this one then. I guess we'll go ahead and move ahead into Danisco. So this one would be Lisa Shimkat. You're on deck.
All right. Danisco US Inc., a subsidiary of International Flavors and Fragrances, oh my goodness, is a manufacturer of enzymes for biofuel productions and for the food, animal nutrition, and household product industries. Cedar Rapids facility has been in operation since 1991, and they plan to construct a new 9,000 square foot facility where it will install a new steam generation plant. The award summary is investment tax credit of $174,865, sales and use tax refund for $234,651. 2 incentive jobs will be created. There is one contingency condition contract to be issued upon the confirmation of good standing by Iowa Department of Revenue. And it is not in a distressed county. They do have a prior award that is in good standing in performance. It says through 5/31/2024. And then City of Cedar Rapids plans to provide a 427B industrial property tax abatement for improvements on the property as well. Total project budget is $19,065,343. And I will be making a motion when we head back into that section.
Okay, very good. Macy, I heard the contingency for the DOR. Is there any other contingency?
Not all action has been taken by the city of Cedar Rapids.
Which is already taken care of on this one then. Okay. Anything else that you would add to the report?
Another great company, we do go ahead and check with that performance date coming up here in May. We did go ahead and collect payroll, check their jobs. They're in good standing on that. They've actually exceeded. So they're growing and just a great corporate citizen of City of Cedar Rapids.
I see why the mayor would make the trip over here for 2 great companies and 2 great projects like this. Thanks again for doing that. Okay, any questions for Lisa, Macy on this one? Quiet group today. Okay, that's fine. We'll move on. And Doug, I think you are batting cleanup here.
You bet. All right. Another good project. Weiler is a heavy equipment manufacturer primarily for the asphalt paving industry. Weiler is a family-owned business and was formed in 2000, is located in Knoxville. This project will add significant capabilities to the existing facility, which will allow the company to manufacture more parts in-house. The proposed investment will include an addition to 2 existing, to 2 different places for a total increase in square footage of 16,100 feet. The total project cost is $22,805,000. The majority of it is in machinery and equipment and research and development. This particular Weiler already employs 644 FTEs, which is a large company. They are going to create 171 new jobs, of which 89 are incentive. It is not in a distressed county. Weiler has received 3 previous awards. 2 of them are closed with all the obligations met. One that is still open, but they have met their job pledge. The total award, the direct financial assistance, $200,000 forgivable loan, $200,000 on a 5-year 0% loan for $400,000, and then tax credits, sales service and use tax refund, $22,500, and research activities credit of $90,000 for $112,500. There is a contingency here, award contingent upon the application sponsorship and approval of local match by the city of Knoxville in the amount of $80,000. And I think that's it. Looks like a good one.
Okay, good project for Knoxville, and sounds like an excellent company. Elena. Where's Elena?
She is not present. I believe she's online, but I'm happy to answer any questions.
Nancy, I'm sure you can answer questions. Is there anything that we omitted from the report?
I don't believe so. That sounded thorough to me. Another great company.
Okay, so this one will be subject to the completion of the local match, just in time for me to hand it back over to you. So we'll fit. Emily has joined us. So good. You want to, I'll give you a minute here. We're at the end of this session. Well, let's just make sure. Are there any questions on the Weiler proposal? Okay, hearing none, then we will go into, or we have the option to go into closed session. Is there anyone who feels they have questions that would require us to go into closed session? Okay.
There's a pending Iowa Falls Claims Act petition.
I think I'm not certain that we can allow those comments now. We have the public comment period. I think that's the only opportunity, sir, to speak. We do have another one coming up in the board meeting here in a few minutes.
This wasn't a public comment.
I'm sorry?
It's a literal Iowa Falls Claims Act petition.
Okay.
Under seal.
Okay. Reed, I need guidance on.
I just thank you for the comment, but
Yep.
we just continue.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Let's go ahead then, and we will not move to closed session, and we will go ahead into, so these are the recommendation to the board. Are you ready? We're right here if you want to just go ahead and ask for the
Is there a motion to approve CO2?
Yeah, I would make a motion to move CO2 refrigeration to the full board. And there are no contingencies on that one.
Megan first. Is there a second?
I'm sorry. City of Marshalltown is providing a grant in the amount of 20,000, but it's already done.
It's already done.
It's already done.
There's
So
no
local.
there's no contingency on that.
Apologies. Megan first. Is there a second?
Lisa, second.
Lisa second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Sonia?
Emily Schmidt,
Yes.
Doug Boone,
Yes.
Mark Kittrell,
Yes.
Megan McKay,
Yes.
Lisa Shimkat,
Yes.
and Jennifer Steffensmeyer.
Yes.
Motion passes. Is there a motion for Google LLC?
So moved.
Mark moves. Is there a second? I'll second. Megan second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Sonia?
Emily Schmidt,
Yes.
Doug Boone,
Yes.
Mark Kittrell,
Yes.
Megan McKay,
Yes.
Lisa Shimkat,
Yes.
and Jennifer Steffensmeyer.
Yes.
Motion passes. Is there a motion for Danisco?
This is Lisa. I'll make the motion with the contingency as stated previously.
Thank you, Lisa.
Second.
Second, Mark. Any discussion? Hearing none. Sonia?
Emily Schmidt,
Yes.
Doug Boone,
Yes.
Mark Kittrell,
Yes.
Megan McKay,
Yes.
Lisa Shimkat,
Yes.
and Jennifer Steffensmeyer.
Yes.
Motion carries. Looking for a motion for Weiler Incorporated.
This is Doug. I'll make a motion to move Weiler to the full board, along with the contingency for sponsorship and approval of a local match by the city of Knoxville of $80,000.
Thank you, Doug. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, Megan. Any discussion? Hearing none. Sonia?
Emily Schmidt,
Yes.
Doug Boone,
Yes.
Mark Kittrell,
Yes.
Megan McKay,
Yes.
Lisa Shimkat,
Yes.
and Jennifer Steffensmeyer.
Yes.
Motion passes. We'll see everybody at April 19th if we don't see it after this meeting. All right.
Very good.
Call it adjourned.
There we go. How about that for teamwork, everybody? And reasonably close to being on time, so thank you. Not quite as quick about these things as Emily is, but I do my best here under pressure. So there you go. All right, if it's okay to move ahead time-wise, I believe that we're okay to go ahead and call the meeting to order of the IEDA board here. Let's go ahead and just get everybody on record if we could. Let's call the roll. Sonia first.
Mark Kittrell,
Yes.
Emily Schmidt,
Yes.
Melissa Ballard,
Yes.
Bobby Benz,
Here.
Doug Boone,
Here.
Megan McKay,
Here.
Pankaj Manga,
Here.
Hank Norum,
Here.
Lisa Shimkat,
Here.
Jennifer Steffensmeyer,
Here.
Tom Townsend,
Here.
David Barker, Jay Byers, Jay Byers,
Here.
Rob Denson,
Here.
Senator Isaiah Knox, Senator Carrie Kelker, Representative Heather Mattson, and Representative Ray Sorensen.
Here.
We do. Yeah, actually, we have a full complement.
Wow. Considering the weather and what it tried to throw in front of us, I'm impressed. So, okay, wonderful. Let's just go around the room and get everyone's introduction and on the record if we could.
Good morning. Megan McKay, Board Member Knoxville.
Hank Norm, Board Member Des Moines.
Molly Lopez, Chief Operating Officer, IEDA IFA.
Rita Graham, IEDA IFA, and I'm going to take this opportunity, now that we do have a full complement, to actually introduce Molly to you. So, as we've got ex officio and a lot of people here. So, well, as we all know, IEDA and IEDA IFA, we're always looking at ourselves, reassessing. And as we've evolved, the skills and talents that we need on our senior executive team also evolve. And so, as Debbie mentioned, last Monday, March 18, Molly joined us, and she keeps coming back, which we're very happy about, as the Chief Operating Officer for IEDA IFA. Molly spent her career helping organizations define their opportunities and challenges and map out a path for success. She's going to help us with that as well. She's a longtime business leader, owner, and entrepreneur who has led business development for Baton Global in Des Moines since 2020. She has a lot of experience, is going to be very helpful to us here at IEDA IFA, leading and collaborating with exceptional teams, helping organizations solve complex issues, and leading internal operations and business development efforts. So she will lead IEDA IFA as we continue our work to build our employee culture, united under a strong strategic vision, and follow a framework to achieve our goals. The COO is also the director's chief designee responsible. She gets a lot of assistance with this for agency administration in the director's absence. Molly hit the ground running, and we're really glad and fortunate to have her. So welcome, Molly.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have to tell you, this is day 5, and it's been an active week, and I'm just continually humbled by the amount of talent and the impact that we make in Iowa through these organizations. And let me tell you, I want to thank you for your leadership, and I'm honored to be at the table. Thanks.
Wonderful. Welcome. Rita, that doesn't let you off the hook of introducing yourself, however.
Oh, I thought I did. Yeah, Rita Grimm, I thought I did, but Rita Grimm, IEDA IFA.
There you go.
Coleman, IEDA. Katie Rocky, IEDA. Stacey Ballard, IEDA IFA.
Rob Christensen, IEDA IFA.
Jeff Pomerantz, City Manager, City of Cedar Rapids.
Chuck Brubaker, Iowa House 28, and Iowa Falls Claims Act plaintiff.
John Paul, Marshalltown Area Chamber of Commerce.
Paul Stickrod, EDA.
Emily Hawkins, IEDA.
Connie Kaufman, IEDA.
Lisa Connell, IEDA.
Sonia Bacon, IEDA IFA.
Terry Roberson, IEDA.
Emily Schmidt, Board Member Clear Lake.
Mark Control, Board Member, Cedar Valley. Can we have the board members and elected representatives introduce themselves also online?
Rob Denson, DMAC.
There we go.
Lisa Shimkat for Dodge.
Doug Bone, Board Member, Sioux Center.
Melissa Ballard, Board Member Albia.
Jenny Steffensmeyer, Board Member Pilot Grove.
Hold on a second.
Jay Byers, Simpson College.
Tom Townsend, Board Member Dubuque.
Pankaj Manga, Board Member Cedar Rapids.
Bobby Benz, Board Member Ankeny.
I think that covers all the board members. Anyone else?
State
go ahead.
Representative Ray Sorensen.
There we go. Wonderful. Welcome. Anyone else who'd like to introduce themselves? All right. Let's go ahead and move ahead. Then we have minutes that we need to get on the record here from the last meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
Move, Emily.
We have a motion from Emily. Is there a second? We have a second from Megan. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Oh, same sign. Okay, we'll call that approved. And we have an agenda for today's meeting that we need to get on the record as well. Is there a motion to approve?
So move, Emily.
Emily, is that motion? Is there a second?
Second.
I looked right
All
at
right.
it.
I can feel that.
Yeah. There we go. We got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There we go. We'll call that one approved as well. All right, now we do have 10 minutes reserved for public comments. Is there anyone who'd like to address the board? Thank you, Mr. Mayor, or Mr. Manager. Your honor.
The mayor's listening. So.
Thank you
very much. Jeff Pomerantz, City Manager, Cedar Rapids. I'm just here to obviously hear how things go with our two applications, but really to thank the board, staff, and IFA and Economic Development, Debbie Durham, for all the support we've received from the state of Iowa in a variety of different capacities. So we truly feel that economic development, as we're successful, is a collaboration, and the state has been a big part of that collaboration. We're very excited about the projects today, but also what has occurred and what will occur in Cedar Rapids over the coming years. We're really, from an economic development perspective, in a very, very positive direction. And again, the collaboration is critical to that success. So thank you very much.
You're most welcome, sir. Okay. Anyone else who would like to address the board?
Senator Baker, sorry, I'm hard of hearing. Brenda Bird lied to you. There was a June 2023 Iowa False Claims Act report that she filed with the Iowa House. It excluded both the Apple situation and State Ex Rel Brubaker versus Thomas John Miller. Those were both corruptly dismissed under seal without the required written consent of the Iowa Attorney General's office. This Apple tax thing never was actively investigated by the Attorney General's office. I have whistleblowers inside the AG Revenue Division that tell me both Sam Langholtz and Eric Tabor compartmentalized it from AG Revenue. I would strongly advise the board to at least table the situation with Google, given the $36 million tax bribe to the city. It's not going to go to the school district. You can't bribe school property tax. That's illegal. And I strongly suggest that you talk to your counsel in closed session about this before moving forward with this deal because of the bribe. I have no other issues with it other than that $36 million bribe to the city to unjustly enrich it, which they're calling, what is it, a betterment fund? I think Apple called it a public improvement fund. They did $100 million, this is $36 million. Apple, what did they actually pay? $1 million. They don't have to pay it, it's a bribe. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone else want to address the board? Anyone online that would like to address the board, you're welcome to do so. If you'd raise your hand, Rob will let me know about it so we don't miss the opportunity. Okay, we'll go ahead and I'll close that section of the meeting and we'll move into compliance. We had a recommendation to the DDC. believe we can just do this under consent agenda if I recall my procedures right. It's just the one, if you'll recall, your motion to approve the consent agenda. A motion from Emily,
Second.
second from Megan. Any questions, any discussion on the consent agenda? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Okay, opposed, same sign. Okay, we'll consider that passed. Okay, financial assistance applications. Megan, I think we have you replacing Jenny on this one as well. Do you want to make the motion?
Yeah, so CO2 refrigeration systems, which we heard about in DDC, I'll just quickly summarize, is a manufacturer of natural refrigerant-based commercial and industrial refrigeration systems. They'll be opening a manufacturing facility in an existing building in Marshalltown. It's a $1.57 million project. They're asking today for a forgivable loan of $100,000 as well as investment tax credit $73,000 and sales service use tax refund of $4,500. It will create 48 jobs. There is a $20,000 grant from the city of Marshalltown, and I would make a motion to approve this.
Okay, we have a motion from Megan to move CO2 refrigeration systems application forward to the full board. Is there a second? I'm sorry, to approve this one. We're in the full board. Is there a second?
I'll second Lisa.
We'll take Lisa's. Any discussion on this particular one? We had an opportunity in DDC. No further discussion. Sonia, you want to call the roll then, please?
Mark Kittrell,
Yes.
Emily Schmidt,
Yes.
Melissa Ballard,
Yes.
Bobby Benz,
Yes.
Doug Boone,
Yes.
Megan McKay,
Yes.
Pankaj Manga,
Yes.
Hank Norum,
Abstain.
Lisa Shimkat,
Yes.
Jennifer Steffensmeyer,
Yes.
and Tom Townsend.
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations to the company and the city of Marshalltown. Application. We have Google now in front of us. Megan, I believe this is also yours.
It is. Google LLC is a multinational technology company. They are investing $576 million in a data center in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. It will create 31 jobs, and the request before us today is to approve this under high quality jobs so that the city of Cedar Rapids can approve and take advantage of a 20-year sliding scale abatement with a value of $56 million. And I think that's all I have. So I would make a motion to approve this as presented to allow the city of Cedar Rapids to move forward with their tax exemption.
Okay, we have a motion to move this one forward, to approve this one. Is there a second?
I can second. This is Lisa.
Okay, we have a second from Lisa. Is there further discussion on this one? We've had some.
I just want to commend Jeff and Mayor O'Donnell and IDA and Cedar Rapids Macroeconomic Alliance for working together. I know how hard something like this is to get and getting economic development going with all the competition that's there. So I just want to commend the team for making this happen.
City manager is thanking, is waving back, I think. Let's just put it that way. So, okay. Any other discussion on this one? Hearing none. Sonia, call the roll.
Mark Kittrell,
Yes.
Emily Schmidt,
Yes.
Melissa Ballard,
Yes.
Bobby Benz, Yes. Doug Boone,
Yes.
Megan McKay,
Yes.
Pankaj Manga,
Yes.
Hank Norum,
Yes.
Lisa Shimkat,
Yes.
Jennifer Steffensmeyer,
Yes.
and Tom Townsend.
Yes.
Okay, that one stands approved. Congratulations to the company and the city of Marion for the city of Cedar Rapids. Excuse me, God, I call you the mayor, and I was bound and determined I wasn't going to do that, and I did worse. Yeah, you're most welcome. Yeah, that's a big project, so there's always a lot of discussion around one. It sounds like you've been working on it a very long time. Okay, Lisa, I believe we're on Danisco then.
Danisco US, a subsidiary of International Flavors and Fragrances, is a manufacturer of enzymes for biofuels production and for the food, animal nutrition, and household products industry. The Cedar Rapids facility has been in operation since 1991. They plan to construct a new 9,000 square foot facility where it will install a new steam generation plant. It is an investment tax credit and sales and use tax refund totaling $409,516 to create 2 incented jobs. It is not in a distressed county. They do have prior awards that will be in review. I can't remember what the word was, Macy, I'm so sorry, for May of this year. There is a contingency contract to be issued upon confirmation of good standing by IDR. And I would like to make a motion to the board to approve this project.
Okay, we have a motion with a contingency for the IDR good standing certificate. Is there any second for this one?
Melissa, I'll second.
Was that you? Wonderful. Okay, we have a second from Melissa. Any further discussion on this one? Hearing none. Sonia?
Mark Kittrell,
Yes.
Emily Schmidt,
Yes.
Melissa Ballard,
Yes.
Bobby Benz,
Yes.
Doug Boone,
Yes.
Megan McKay,
Yes.
Pankaj Manga,
Yes.
Hank Norum,
Yes.
Lisa Shimkat,
Yes.
Jennifer Steffensmeyer,
Yes.
and Tom Townsend.
Yes.
Congratulations. Again, congratulations to the city. Promise not to insult any more of their representatives anymore, and we're going to move forward. Okay, Weiler is Doug. I believe we have you.
Yep.
Next.
Weiler Inc. is a family-owned business located in Knoxville. They are a heavy equipment manufacturer, primarily for the asphalt paving industry. The project they have is going to increase their floor space 16,100 feet so they can manufacture more parts in-house. The total project is $22.8 million. 16 million of that is in manufacturing and equipment, research and development, 6 million. It's a large business with 644 current employees or current FTEs, and this project will projected to increase 171 jobs, 89 of those incentive, 82 others. They have received 3 awards in the past, and they are either met their obligations or in good standing. This project does have a contingency for the sponsorship and approval of a local match by the city of Knoxville of $80,000. And I would move that we accept this project.
Okay, we have a motion from Doug to move this project ahead with the contingency of the local match from the city of Knoxville. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a second from Megan. Okay, discussion, questions? Hearing none. All right, Sonia, let's call a roll on this one.
Mark Kittrell,
Yes.
Emily Schmidt,
Yes.
Melissa Ballard,
Yes.
Yes.
Doug Boone,
Yes.
Megan McKay,
Yes.
Pankaj Manga,
Yes.
Hank Norum,
Abstain.
Lisa Shimkat,
Yes.
Jennifer Steffensmeyer,
Yes.
and Tom Townsend.
Yes.
Congratulations to the company and the city of Knoxville on that one. That concludes our financial assistance applications. Katie, I believe we're here to talk about the Butchery Innovation and Revitalization Grant Program.
Yes, you usually get Melissa, but today you can. So
Happy to have you.
thank you. The Butchery Innovation and Revitalization Grant Program, we have one recipient of one of those awards requesting a 12-month extension of their project completion date. That is AA Enterprises. The new proposed completion date would be February 28th of 2025, and staff would recommend approval of that request.
Okay, very good. We're looking for an approval for a 12-month extension under this program for AA Electric. Is there a motion?
Emily, so moved.
We have a motion from Emily. Is there a second?
Second.
Hank will do the second. All right. Discussion on this particular request. Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Okay, opposed, same side. That one stands approved, Katie. Thank you. Terry, in person.
We got more.
I'm sorry, did I
Sorry.
miss one? I did. I apologize. I went right over the top.
That's all right. One more.
Let's do this.
All right. The state funded manufacturing 4.0 program, one recipient also looking for an extension. MKC Incorporated, doing business as Precision Metalworks, looking for a 9-month extension of their project completion date. That new date would be December 31st of 2024. Staff would recommend approval.
We have a request for a 9-month extension for MKC. Is there a motion?
Emily, so moved.
Motion from Emily. Is there a second?
Second, Lisa.
Have a second from Lisa. Any discussion on this side? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Same sign. Now we'll let you off the hook.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Appreciate it. All right, Terry. You have a budget and finance report for us?
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Regarding the operational accounts on general fund, other funds, and all the revolving funds, everything is pretty much just right on target, especially when it comes to the operations. Yeah, and so we'll see how that progresses throughout the balance of the fiscal year. On the advertising contracts, that reflects the numbers through the December invoices from our contractor. And on the foundation, last couple of weeks, we've been very, very busy with, obviously, with the tourism conference happening this week and also the ag leaders event happening last Tuesday. So a lot of cash going out of there, but you know, they had the cash in there. So, and then on the high quality jobs program, on the cash available, we have 21.6 million prior to this month's awards. There sounds like there's about $500,000 going out this month. On the tax credits, we're at 59.2 available. Be happy to field any questions folks might have.
Okay, excellent report. Any questions for Terry? Excellent report, Terry. Thank you. We appreciate it. Nice to see you. Let's see, Deanna. Where's Deanna?
She's online.
Deanna, are you online?
I am online. Good morning. My apologies, I was not there this morning. I am a single parent as my husband is in DC and we had a 2-hour delay. Although I love my children, sometimes them getting on the bus is not always going to happen, especially when they get additional 2 hours. So I have a very short update. I am happy to report that the House of Representatives passed our mega legislation 90-4. And it now goes back because it was amended back to the Senate for their consideration. And we are optimistic that it will pass the Senate and then go down to the governor for her signature. And that is what I have. I'm happy to answer any questions.
If you have to do a short report, that's a good one.
Yes.
Very, very good. Questions for Deanna? Thank you very much. Okay. Debbie, I think it's your turn.
Well, good morning. And I too am not there today. When you live apart or outside of Des Moines, you know, the doctors don't work on the weekends. So I had a doctor's appointment this afternoon I need to be at. But I do have a couple of things to report. One thing that has come out of this whole mega site conversation or legislation with the legislature is when the speaker and I met, it's really that, there's a lot of new legislators and many of them don't really fully understand our process, what incentives we have, why do we make the deals we do, what kind of due diligence do we do before we make awards, and more importantly, how do we monitor progress during the life of the contract, and are we doing clawbacks if contracts don't work out. And of course, you all know that because you deal with those as a board as well. So what the speaker has offered, and I'm very excited about it, he would like for me to come in and meet with his caucus to just go through all of our incentives, how they work, answer any and all questions, which is something I've really wanted to do for a very long time. So we're going to have that scheduled as next week, next Thursday, right after the prayer breakfast. And so I am looking forward to that opportunity. And I think that the more that we can communicate, because as you fully realize as being board members, there is an incredible amount of due diligence that goes on. There is a return on investment model that's done for every deal. And we do work with companies along the way to make sure that they are meeting the obligations that they've made before any incentives are given. And I think the other thing to keep in mind about our incentives are performance-based, right? So they have to create, they have to do the deal, they have to create the jobs, they have to maintain them. And we're only incentivizing those jobs that really pay the high standard of living for Iowans, because we're concerned about, it's not just the number of jobs we're concerned about. I think those are great conversations that we can have. The other thing that I continue to travel the state 2 to 3 days a week, as you know. In fact, Mark, I will be spending some time with you next Thursday for your annual banquet to recognize our good friend Randy and then to bid farewell to Carrie. So I'm looking forward to that. But, I'm also, even though we love doing new deals and working with existing companies, expanding many of the kind of projects you saw today, those are great. And we do enjoy working with them. But, a lot of times the economy ebbs and flows and we're dealing with plants that are closing. So I got to spend some time last week in Perry with the announcement of obviously Tyson announcing that they are going to be shuttering that plant at the end of June, laying off close to 1,300 people. So we have been in constant communication with them, as has the IWD and the governor's office. Our path forward right now is obviously to try to find someone to come into that plant. So our entire marketing team and sales team is working on, reaching out through our vast network of prospects and clients that we think could use a facility like that. At least at this time, Tyson is saying all the right things as far as they're going to entertain any and all offer. So we are working through that with them. I have to say, when you think about Perry and everything they've been through, not only with the shooting that occurred in January, but now with this big closing, I will say, though, I'm extremely impressed with the local leadership. They've really rallied together, very resilient, looking forward, and making a list for us of all the things they'd like us to work with them on, not just including, obviously, trying to find someone else to come into that facility. So and we've stayed in touch with them and we'll continue to do that throughout this entire process. So that's all I have today. I will certainly see you in person at next board meetings.
I just want to jump in and say that Debbie did a great job presenting to the Iowa Ag State Group as the leaders of all the commodity groups on Tuesday. Just did a great job showcasing all that IEDA does. So great job, Debbie.
Oh, well, thank you, Rob. It's nice when you put the story together of everything we're working on and our whole growth plan that we've been following, which is so, comprehensive and holistic. It really makes a compelling case. Not that we don't have our challenges, but I think, there's a lot of good things to celebrate in the state of Iowa.
Excellent report. And Debbie, look forward to driving you around.
I heard you're going to be my escort that day. So, yeah. So beware, I'm actually driving myself. Well, let's just hope I make it there. You know, sometimes I get a bit distracted on the road. I'm hoping I don't end up in some other state. So
The big question is, can you stay off your phone for 2 hours? I'm a little down.
I do not, but I do have hands free, so I am a safe driver. Yes.
Rita says she's going to be following you just to make sure. So.
Yeah. Well, my husband has a chip in the car he tells me how fast I'm driving too. So he knows where I'm at all times.
I think we all knew you a little too well here. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Thanks again for the report. Let's see, next meeting scheduled April 19th, and we promise, we've talked to the weather people in advance, we promised that we'll have nothing but flowers and sunshine for that day. Maybe.
Right?
I may have just jinxed it. We'll see how.
Not
that
for
goes.
this minute.
Sonia, do not include that in the minute. Okay. Also, just anyone else anyone else have anything to say? Otherwise, we'll call this meeting adjourned. So thank you very much. Take care and travel home safely. Thank you. Wow, what?